I watched Married at First Sight Australia, and it's the absurd level of drama I've been missing from the American version of the series all along. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. I'm always going to be a fan of Married at First Sight, but after watching the Australian version of the experimental series, I found myself deeply invested in the way Married at First Sight Australia works, especially because it functions in a way the American version doesn't. Married at First Sight Season 18 has been a struggle for me, as the couples didn't connect in an organic way, but the drama felt overwrought and difficult to keep tabs on. Looking for a change of pace, I took a suggestion from a friend and tried out MAFS Australia for a change. Throughout Married at First Sight Season 18, I found myself looking for a different style of reality TV drama that the show used to be comfortable delivering. While MAFS has been on for years and changed according to the times, it's typically maintained a certain level of drama that feels catastrophic, whether it is or not. In the last few years, I think MAFS has lost that sense of catastrophe and urgency each season. Thankfully, I went ahead and found that feeling on Married at First Sight Australia, which is one of the most bonkers shows I've watched in ages. MAFS AU has a much larger cast. Although MAF's fans who are used to watching the US version of the series are very used to the casting format of 5 couples in the experiment, Married at First Sight Australia's cast is typically a lot larger and a lot more chaotic. With the MAFS AU experts pairing up at least 10 couples per season, the weddings don't all happen around the same time. Typically, weddings are shown 2 at a time for a series of episodes, but the experts continue to match people throughout the season, sometimes bringing couples in later on. While there are a lot more storylines to keep track of, the larger cast felt like a bit of a relief to me. Watching the 5 couples on MAFS typically allows me to focus on all the details of their relationship, which I'm beginning to think is the wrong way to consume the show. Instead of focusing on the small details, I enjoyed watching the bigger picture of each marriage and liked getting to know new people throughout the season rather than seeing the same faces with each passing episode. MAFS AU's casting process is shown on screen. While MAF's viewers often get the ability to hear the experts' decision-making process early in the season, one of the things I loved about Married at First Sight Australia was that the casting process was shown on screen in some seasons. Rather than seeing the experts' curated view of who they want to feature, viewers get the opportunity to see casting calls, interviews, and other pieces of the casting process. MAFS used to do this a bit, but MAFS AU shows more of the process in an organic way, recognizing that it's an abnormal experience to apply for reality TV. MAFS AU's dinner parties are intense and incredible. The Married at First Sight Australia dinner parties are some of the most intense moments of reality TV I've ever experienced. The couples come together at long, elegant tables to talk through their issues together and with others, and though it's often very tense and overwhelming, it's incredible to watch. Typically, any adversity or drama couples have been facing comes out in the wash, and I loved every melodramatic second of it. While MAFS does something similar with their dinners and retreats, MAFS AU almost overdoes the drama, which makes it far more fun and campy. MAFS AU leans into its absurdity instead of trying to normalize the experiment. As a concept, Married at First Sight carries some general similarities all over the world, and I enjoyed that familiarity. However, the concept is where a lot of the similarities stop. While MAFS often asks its viewers to suspend disbelief and accept the experiment as a normal occurrence, MAFS AU doesn't try to normalize how strange the experience is for their participants. The show makes it clear that it's absurd, dramatic, and overwhelming, and I appreciated the fact that the show felt like a candid and a strange experience. Married at First Sight should take notes from its Australian counterpart.